The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Without any further introduction, go to the real fun part of the day. And I'll do all the politics. Trust me, I will. I will. I swear to God, I will in the Savage Nation. I'll do Obama talking to the troops, which is ludicrous since he gutted the military, purged the military, destroyed the military as fast as he could. Now he's Mr. Commander-in-Chief all of a sudden. He's got the lowest rating in history of any commander-in-chief, 15%. Only 15% of those in the military support him. I don't know who those 15% would be, probably LGBT generals and their friends, I would think. Who else would support this man? So, you got the questions. Let's go for it. Let's start with line one. You're on the Savage. You have anything to say? Say it. All right. There's the Moronsky one is gone. Oh, so here are the rules. We're going down the list. It's unscreened calls, unprotected talk. When I say go, you talk. Don't ask me how I am. Don't say Merry Christmas. Don't say Happy Hanukkah. Just make your point. Line two, you're on the Savage Nation.
I was Mr. Commander-in-Chief all of a sudden.
Hello.
Yes.
I'd like to talk to Michael if possible.
You're on the show. Say something, dumbbell. Number two, if these are my audience, I'm quitting radio. I'm leaving radio. If this is the best the world can offer me. Hello, I want to talk to Michael. Is that Michael there? All right, we'll start again. Here's the rules. The minute I say go, you turn your radio off and speak. We'll try number three, or else this is not going to work. I'll just read the phone book. Line three, you're on the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Dr. Savage, happy holidays to you and your family.
Again, happy holiday. I said don't say happy holidays. Goodbye. I am Scrooge McSavage tonight. I hate the holidays. That's why I'm working today. I can't stand the holidays. They drive me crazy. All of this false happiness and consumerism. I'm sick of it. Morons running around, seeing relatives they hate. We'll try again. Line four, you're on the Savage Nation.
Yes.
Go ahead, speak, make your point.
What I'd like to know is why conservative talk shows did not scream for the roof about President Obama's real father, Frank Marshall Davis, who was a communist.
All right, that's a good point. Thank you. That's around 5 years old, that issue. I think we wrote about that in 2009, about Frank Marshall Davis, the evil communist who mentored the young Barry, the real father. They say it's the real father, you know. It doesn't matter if his father was the devil himself. He's the president right now, okay? It wouldn't matter if he was born on the moon. It's already 6 years into it already. Stop with the birth certificate. Next line, line six, you're on the Savage Nation. Your point, please. No one.
I want to know why the fuel prices are as low as they are and who is responsible, Obama or Bush?
Wait, Obama or who?
Bush. George Bush and all the...
Wait, what does Bush have to do with the fuel prices?
Well, I was thinking that maybe it was somebody is responsible for...
Well, the answer is this. You want the straight answer? The Saudis are in a conspiracy to drive down oil prices to crush the American shale market. We're producing so much domestic oil right now because of the shale and the fracking and whatnot, mainly the shale, that the Saudis are trying to hold on to their market share by reducing prices and dumping oil on the market, because otherwise they'd be pounding sand. And as a result of that, there are some unintended consequences which idiots such as those running our government think are a good thing, such as Russia is in trouble. The value of the ruble has collapsed by 50% since 50% of Russia's income is based on oil. They think it's great that Russia is struggling. What the girls, the sorority that runs America, who advises the thin man, don't know is that wars are usually caused when you push major powers like this. The girls who went to Harvard don't understand they're going to push Putin into a greater war. That's what the girls in the sorority don't seem to understand. They're never going to break Putin. If the Russians have to eat wood, they'll eat wood before they knuckle under to this fraud. Let me tell you that. Any other questions? Because I have my opinions. Line six, you're on the Savage Nation. What's on your mind?
Yes, Michael, last week you were talking about the communists participating in these
anti-police rallies across the nation. You're the only radio talk show host in America that's making this connection. I was doing a little research inspired by your commentary, and if you go to PLP, that's ProgressiveLaborParty.org, I hope there's some law enforcement or FBI people listening to your station today. On November 30th, this is right on their website, it says, more than 40 Progressive Labor Party members and friends from New York City, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles traveled to Ferguson this weekend to express solidarity with the workers of Ferguson. And
what city are you calling? Sorry, what city are you calling from?
I'm calling from Chatham, New Jersey. This is Greg from Chatham.
But are you listening to me on WABC, I assume?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Because I don't even know which stations are carrying it. I think many stations are carrying Christmas music, and I'm not even being broadcast. So actually, that's a good thing. Identify your name and where you're calling from. That would be fun. Yes, the fact is there's an anti-riot act on the federal books, but if you ask the FBI to enforce it, you're asking the wrong department since they work for Holder, who wants the riots. So we're going in a circle here. Holder wants the disturbances in the streets. You know that.
Michael, you played that clip of Eric Holder on your show a couple of shows ago.
I played it the other day where he said we're all disturbers. Yes, he's causing this.
And
he should be impeached. But who are we going to turn to? The drunks in the Republican Party?
Mike, what was chilling to me was when he used the word we. He's supposed to say they. He said we.
But they are a we. Holder and Obama and the rioters are one and the same.
Exactly, and they're not afraid to admit it anymore.
Why should they be afraid since they control the FBI and the media? What do you think, Jake Tapper is going to report on it? That marionette fool?
Mike,
that disgraced fraud that they yanked out of Washington, D.C.? Where'd they get that lunatic from? Who made him a serious journalist? Wolf Blitzer? Where did he go, to the Wolf Blitzer School of Journalism?
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.